It's been months since World 5. It's time to finally face World 6. It's Master Mode time. We have finally reached the end of the campaign and it's on to the secret world. Steamtown is only available if you have beat every level under budget and unbreaking. Master Mode, for the uninitiated, is a series of campaigns in the workshop that looked at the challenge levels and went, yeah, I like that salsa, but I think it needs more ghost peppers. World 6 doesn't actually have a challenge mode, so that can only bode well for what's in store for us today. 6-01, Earthquake. Steamtown starts with a bang. We've got a new car to play with, and some weird looking custom shapes. Real bridges have flexible joints to handle earthquakes, so why not do the same in Polybridge? If you can't tell, this is another one of my levels. 6-01, Master Mode. Help given. None. Master Challenge. More earthquake. Hold on. Much better. Get under a table, cause this ain't no small shaker. We've got a 9.0 on our hands, and that flexible mess in the middle is the only thing keeping this bridge together. 6-02, Canyon Carriage. Steamtown is the land of novel custom shapes, and this time we've got these pre-made rollers. We're also limited on roads, so we need to build a shuttle to carry this tanker across the ravine. I designed this level too. Have you noticed the patterns with the levels I create? There's one more of mine in this world. Make a guess in the comments on which one you think it is. 6-02 Master Mode. Help given. Hydraulic controller and 6 hydraulics. Master Challenge? The level is now Flappy Bird. Oh boy. Our carriage now has to support a hydraulic frame, which in turn has to support another hydraulic frame, carrying the roads, carrying the tanker. The math is simple. Frame 1 can lift 3.5 meters, and frame 2 can shrink 2 meters. Changing which one is active at which time means we can lift up 1.5 meters or 3.5 meters and drop 2 meters from the normal line to easily get on the same level as the checkpoints. What was not simple was getting this stacked linkage disaster across the canyon. Pushing off the wall would have gone too fast, so I abused the physics engine with 2 compressed springs and scooted across the level a few millimeters at a time. This is sped up by like a lot because this level took literal minutes to simulate. 6-03, Parkade Elevator. The Vespas get its own personal mobile elevator to and from the top floor, but the doorway into the tower has a very low clearance, so we need to get creative with how we lift up that high. 6-03 Master Mode. Help given. Budget increased and Vespa horsepower increased. Master Challenge. 2 hydro limit, 2 additional Vespas because the tower is now 415. At this point I could delay no longer. The 2-meter wide gap at the bottom finally forced me to expand my linkage toolbox. Let me show you why. Up until this point, on every level that needed a hydraulic movement of some kind, I have been using a linkage I've been calling the Simple 90. It rotates 90 degrees and it's very simple to make. But in order to lift a very large distance, like in Parkade Elevator, it follows a large arc. Because of where the Vespa stops, I need to lift straight up. So let me introduce you to the peauciller lipkin linkage. This is one of many so-called straight line linkages because, well, it moves in a straight line. Alright, enough learning, back to the hell levels. It's not really clear what's going on in this mess, so let me highlight the lipkin. Actually, there's 2 peauciller lipkin linkages in there, but they're working together to keep the whole thing from tipping over. (6-04) Bridge-like motion. I'd forgive you if you thought this was something the Master Mode team dreamt up, because it sure feels like it. Only 1 anchor on the left, using the gear wheels as a platform, and placing the subs and blimp to block joining the 2 sides together? But no, this is the vanilla level. The Master Mode variant has something way more sinister waiting for us. (6-04) Master Mode. Help given. The wheels no longer collide with split joints. Master Challenge. The wheels got the earthquake treatment and spin at Mach 20, and don't collide with roads either. Also, the static joint got moved inside the blimp for true anchorless, the subs are closer together, and there are strict hydraulic and spring limits in play. What the level intends for you to do is lean the bridge against the ground and build a 4-bar linkage on the wheel, turn saw blade to create a pseudo-anchor to build off of. This is very hard as the spinner wants nothing more than to absolutely shred everything. However, if logic and linkages are not your thing, you can always just tweak until you get the yeet to work. (6-05) Edgeworks, designed by linkage pioneer, over-engineer, and furry that is queer, Arglin Campling, envisioned us moving the entire bridge back inside the alcoves to allow the boats to pass. Unfortunately, I took one look at that, rooted around inside my linkage toolbox, found only the perfect 90 and went, yeah, that's not happening, and took the easy way out. (6-05) Master Mode, help given, budget increased, additional hydraulic, and the level now is symmetrical. That's a little in-joke, there's a whole iceberg of them. Go ask Arglin. Master Challenge, no springs, extra boat, and planes, and Shades has to stop in the middle. As is the Master Mode tradition, I am forced to follow the spirit of the level. That one little stop sign is the only thing preventing me from dunking this whole bridge in the water again. However, this challenge is conquerable now that I have expanded my toolbox of linkages. The peauciller lipkin saves the day again. It has a remarkably large expansion for its size, making it the perfect fit here. Here, let me highlight it for you so you can see it in action. The driving lipkin is green, while the guiding lipkin is in purple. This is Master Mode World 6's theme. Peauciller lipkin linkages. Does it need a lipkin? No. Too bad, gets one anyways. At least here, it makes sense. Later, well, you'll see. (6-06) Spring Loaded. This is just springboard on steroids. Look at the distance we get with only 12 springs. They're just OP. However, you don't need to do a spring cannon. A well-designed swing gets the job done too. (6-06) Master Mode. Help given. Compact car is lighter. Master Challenge. Budget is lower. No swing cheese. No spring. Only loaded. No spring or swing? No problem. We can just build an inverted swing, aka a tipping tower. The car is so light it doesn't take much to bias this thing to tip towards the right. (6-07) Get a grip. You know how to build wall braces, right? And you remember how to build against a sheer cliff face with no anchors? Well, you're going to need to break out the protractor because you got to start detached from the wall, swing those wall braces into place, then jettison the support structure to dodge all those planes. With unlimited hydros, how hard can that really be? (6-07) Master Mode. Help given. Increased the budget and extended the hydro phase time. Master Challenge. Extra boats and no hydros. I mean, I really should have seen this one coming. Ugh, time to learn a new linkage. This time it's the mechanical lock. Explaining how to set these things up or why they work could be a whole video in itself, so I'll just show the important bit. Highlighted, of course. I used some bulky counterweights to swing the rods and brace into place, and the colored beams, which are equal length, that's the important part, fold up on themselves. Gravity keeps these collinear beams in place long enough for the extended hydraulic phase to trigger and lock them in permanently. Sounds easy in theory, but putting up a solve is always harder. (6-08) How the turntables. World 6 loves its spinners. Here's a fun fact about custom shapes with motors. The lighter the custom shape, the more buildable materials affected. A lightweight custom shape like this spinner will change its rotational speed depending on how much junk you've stuck to the side of it. This makes adjusting them very annoying, as changing one rod dramatically changes how it rotates. 6-08 Master Mode. Help given. Increase the budget. Master Challenge. Added a bonus wheel. 7 more checkpoints and forced said checkpoints to be ordered in a figure 8 shape. This level was painful. Spinner 1 affects Spinner 2 and vice versa because of the whole weight thing. At the end of this level, I was just adjusting how heavy my counterweights were and where they were located at which points in the rotation cycle. I couldn't angle up or down the roads to make up for missed jumps late in the sim because that would mess up my first or second jump because the weight shifted slightly. My plea to all level creators— Hey, this is Lazy Comet from the future. Past me went on to talk for an additional 15 minutes and completely lost track of time and forgot about his work trip. So he didn't actually end up finishing the other half of this video before getting on an airplane. Don't click away yet, because I have a question for you guys. Since this is the last world of Abridged 2 Master Mode, what do you want to see next? The Master Mode team has masterified the weekly challenges and the secret classic campaign, aka Abridged 1, but there's also more to the workshop than just Master Mode. Comment below what you want to see. I would do a YouTube poll, but you need 1,000 subscribers for that, and I'm nowhere close. Don't worry, I'll be back and upload part 2 in about 3 weeks, but this is where part 1 ends. So thanks for dropping by. You've been watching the Lazy Comet, and I hope you'll keep me in your orbit.